In 3 hours, Archangel Michael declares a secret your father hid since 2003 is about to surface. What you learn tonight will shatter you. Don't skip this. For over 2 decades, something powerful has been buried beneath layers of silence, beneath generational patterns, beneath the words your father never said. Archangel Michael now breaks this silence. This isn't just the unearthing of a personal memory. It's a divine unraveling of something spiritual that has been entangled around your destiny. The year 2003 was not just a moment in time. It was a spiritual pivot, a door closed without your consent. It was the beginning of a mystery cloaked in secrecy that affected not only your emotional growth, but your spiritual expansion. And now, the heavens are no longer allowing it to stay hidden. The time has come. The veil is tearing. The truth is coming. In the next 3 hours, the weight of what was left unsaid will echo through your atmosphere. It may come in the form of a message, a strange encounter, a sudden realization, or even a dream, but it will be loud in your spirit. Archangel Michael declares this: you are not crazy. You are not broken. You are being awakened. The atmosphere is pregnant with spiritual electricity, and it is no accident that this message finds you at this precise moment. Divine timing is not negotiable, and you are standing in it. What your father hid was never meant to destroy you. It was meant to delay you. But heaven says no more. That delay ends tonight. There's a sacred unrest rising in your spirit because something your soul always suspected is beginning to take form. You felt it in your body. You saw it in glimpses of emotional distance, in vague explanations, in the things that never quite added up. You carried burdens that weren't yours. You navigated life through shadows that were not created by your own missteps, but inherited through silence. And now, Archangel Michael is here, not to judge your father, but to protect your destiny. The secret that's about to emerge is not meant to wound you. It's meant to awaken the giant inside of you. You were never meant to carry a false story. You were never meant to walk blindly through a path shaped by withheld truths. Heaven is bringing clarity, and clarity will cost you the illusion you thought was truth. But it will reward you with divine freedom. Archangel Michael now stands with sword drawn, light surrounding him like a whirlwind, declaring with undeniable authority, "Be alert, for the veil is lifting." There are 3 hours left before your atmosphere begins to shift. 3 hours before a truth locked behind spiritual doors since 2003 begins to breathe again. 3 hours before you feel the tremble in your spirit that confirms what you have sensed for so long. This is not a metaphor. This is not poetic expression. This is divine alignment. Time is no longer your enemy. It is your signal. What's coming is not just information. It is transformation. You are not about to learn something. You are about to awaken to everything. The angels are not whispering anymore. They are shouting in the heavens. Prepare the chosen. Clear the space. Reveal the sealed. You are the chosen. You are the one heaven has kept shielded long enough. What your father could not say, what he feared would break the fragile peace, is now becoming the thunderclap of divine reckoning. Archangel Michael is not here to destroy your father's name. He is here to elevate your understanding. And with that elevation comes pressure. Pressure to see, to receive, and to rise. In the next 3 hours, expect restlessness in your soul. Expect sacred interruptions. Expect divine discomfort. It means the truth is near. It means the veil is trembling. And when the veil falls, so too will the lie that has restrained your freedom. Heed this with urgency. Not fear, but reverence. Not anxiety, but awareness. The Spirit is moving through the timelines of your life, pulling the thread that began unraveling long ago. And it is unraveling with purpose. The mystery your father buried is now your revelation to hold. The past cannot keep its secrets forever. Not when heaven has decided it's your time. And it is your time. Right now. In these next 3 hours. Divine intelligence is guiding the process. You are not alone in this unearthing. Archangel Michael is here, shielding your heart, protecting your mind, anchoring your soul in divine strength. Type "I am chosen" in the comments if you receive this message. Blessing code 3003 is now surrounding you. Someone thought you would never find out. Someone believed their silence could bury your clarity. Someone who looked into your eyes for years pretended there was nothing more to say. But Archangel Michael says, the hour of illusions is ending. Conversations have already started in hidden places. Whispers that sound like confusion are really the first signs of unraveling. And you, yes, you, are the one this unraveling was always meant to reveal. There is a spiritual friction rising because the truth your father buried is creating tremors in your atmosphere. People who once smiled with certainty are beginning to fidget in nervousness. They feel it. They sense it. They know the secret can't hold its shape much longer. Right now, someone is misreading your silence. They believe your calm is ignorance. They think your stillness is weakness. But what they cannot see is that the heavens are working behind the curtain. Archangel Michael is not waiting for them to be ready. He's waiting for you to be awakened. The disruption coming isn't just emotional, it's spiritual. It will shake your thoughts, your memories, your family narrative, and even the foundation of how you see yourself. Because you've been holding space for a truth that never arrived. You've built peace around a question mark. You've kept loving people who edited their stories to protect themselves from your reaction. But the time has come for the full picture to emerge. There are people in your life right now, maybe close, maybe distant, who are starting to behave strangely. Pay attention. Some are avoiding eye contact. Some are overcompensating with kindness. Some are suddenly defensive without being provoked. This is not random. This is energetic pressure. The spirit is flushing out guilt, unspoken tension, and long-withheld information. What was concealed in 2003 is surfacing like a storm on the horizon. And as it rises, those who knew, even partially, are feeling the tremble in their bones. They are being reminded by the divine, what you cover, heaven will uncover. There's a heaviness you felt in certain rooms. You couldn't name it. You didn't have proof. But something in you knew. Something in your gut always whispered, there's more than they're saying. And now Archangel Michael confirms it. Yes, there was more. Yes, it was hidden. And yes, it is being exposed. The energy around you is shifting because hidden things hate exposure. You'll feel it in the air. You'll feel it in how people stutter around you. You'll feel it in sudden emotional outbursts that don't match the moment. These are signs. These are spiritual symptoms. The truth is rattling the cage it was locked in, and nothing, not guilt, not fear, not legacy, can hold it back now. What you are about to discover may sting, but it will also heal. It will rupture illusions and make space for reality. You don't need every detail right now, you just need to know that you are not crazy. You were never crazy. What your intuition caught was real. What your spirit held onto was real. And that haunting sense that something did align, it was the spirit's way of alerting you before the reveal. Heaven never leaves you blind for long. But heaven will often allow delay so that you can gain strength. And now, You are strong enough to face what is surfacing. Archangel Michael is watching closely over your spirit. He is not allowing this destruction to crush you. He is ensuring that it sharpens you. This is not chaos. It is divine calibration. The emotional waves you feel right now are not your enemy. They are the preparation. Let the tears come. Let the restlessness rise. These are signs of release. And release is the prelude to revelation. You are not being punished. You are being prepared. Prepared to finally lie from the truth, not around it. Type "I receive divine truth" in the comments. Blessing code 7723 is now being activated over your life. This is not just a family issue. This is not simply an unresolved moment from the past. This is a spiritual war wrapped in personal history. Archangel Michael now unveils what many have overlooked. This conflict is cloaked in blood, but rooted in spirit. What your father hid in 2003 was not just a decision. It was a spiritual door that remained open, and now the consequences of that silence are reaching you. The conflict that brewed beneath conversations, the tension that never quite made sense, the strange guilt that hovered in the room without cause. These were all indicators of a deeper struggle. A battle between legacy and truth, between fear and divine purpose, between what man chose to protect and what God has decided to reveal. You must understand this. What was done or left undone in your bloodline was not just personal, it was spiritual. The secret was born from fear, but fear does not have authority over your destiny. Heaven saw that silence. Heaven felt that withholding. And heaven, in its divine justice, waited, not to punish, but to position you. Archangel Michael declares, you are not a casualty of that silence. You are the solution heaven appointed. The spiritual dimension of this moment cannot be ignored. What is surfacing now is not random. It is strategic. The timing, the awareness, the surge in spiritual restlessness. It is all aligned to the release of something that once blocked your elevation. Your father may have believed that hiding it would bring peace. Others may have agreed with him. But peace that is built on concealment is fragile. It shatters under the weight of divine light. And now the light is here. What was buried in shadow must be confronted in truth. But do not fear the truth. Do not fear the unraveling, because you are not facing it alone. Archangel Michael, heaven's greatest protector and warrior, is walking before you, declaring your covering, ensuring that what shakes you will not shatter you. This is the moment when heaven lifts the veil and says, now, let my child walk in clarity. This is not a punishment. This is a promotion. The conflict is not here to destroy you. It is here to graduate you. You are being handed the truth not to burden you, but to break what has kept you spiritually restricted. You were never designed to walk in confusion. You were never designed to carry someone else's secrecy. And now, as the spiritual realm aligns with time itself, you are being freed from an emotional illusion. Archangel Michael reminds you, you are not the product of what was hidden. You are the evidence of what God is revealing. And to those who will misunderstand your silence, to those who will fear your clarity, to those who will whisper out of guilt or shame, understand this. Their reaction is not your responsibility. Your job is not to make others comfortable with the light. Your job is to be the light. This moment is not about accusation. It's about revelation. You are not seeking revenge. You are stepping into remembrance. A spiritual remembrance of who you are, who you were created to be, and what divine truth has always known about you. You are not being attacked. You are being anointed. You are not unraveling. You are being rewoven by holy hands. This moment of conflict is the evidence of your calling. And those who move against you, those who fear your clarity, those who tremble at your awakening, they are not your enemies. They are symptoms of a system that could no longer hold your light. They are echoes of a lie that can no longer survive in the presence of your truth. Let them echo. Let them twist. Let them misunderstand. Heaven understands, and heaven has the final word. Type "I am anointed" in the comments if you receive this message. Blessing code 8880 is now activated in your favor. Archangel Michael now steps forward with an urgent message for your spirit. Prepare yourself, for what has been brewing in silence is now preparing to move toward you in sound. You are entering a sacred 3-hour window, a divine countdown where spiritual tension will break into visible movement. This is not the time to be passive. This is not the time to dismiss your instincts. What your father buried in 2003 is now stirring people around you. It is causing them to rethink, to panic, to plot, and to prepare for impact. And yes, some will attempt to reach out. Some will try to get ahead of the exposure. Some will pretend they are protecting you. But Archangel Michael says clearly, do not be fooled by timing disguised as concern. You may notice strange messages, unexpected phone calls, or conversations that seem vague but are loaded with unspoken weight. Be alert. This is not accidental. Some are moving not to confess, but to control the story. Some will pretend to open up, but only offer you edited fragments. Do not accept crumbs in place of clarity. Do not accept rehearsed remorse in place of divine truth. Heaven is not releasing half answers. Heaven is orchestrating a full unmasking. And anything less is a distraction. The people involved may not know that divine timing is already ahead of them, but you must. You must recognize when guilt wears the face of kindness. You must know when someone is offering false peace to avoid true exposure. In these next hours, someone may try to write history in real time. They may test your memory. They may question your feelings. They may cloak themselves in defense, denial, or desperation. But hear Archangel Michael clearly. You do not owe them comfort in their crisis. Your job is not to carry their burden of what they chose to hide. You are not the protector of their reputation. You are the carrier of heaven's light. And light does not apologize for exposing shadows. The confrontation may not be loud. It may come in subtleties, in facial expressions, in dodgy questions, in fragmented stories. But the spirit within you will know. You'll feel it like a fire behind your ribs. Trust it. Trust that fire. That is your discernment activating. The enemy does not attack what is weak. The enemy attacks what is awakening. This is why the pressure is rising around you. This is why you feel like something is watching you, approaching you, preparing to test your boundaries. Because it is. Because someone knows that their time is up, and their only hope is to get ahead of the divine timeline. But Archangel Michael declares with absolute authority, they are too late. The hour has already shifted. The wheel has already turned. And no amount of false urgency can outrun divine order. You are not to be shaken by these sudden movements. You are to be still and steady, because you were prepared for this. You are protected. This is not just a warning. It is a reassurance. What they plan will not prosper. What they say will not stick. What they fear will manifest, but not against you. It will manifest to liberate you. These next 3 hours are not a countdown to chaos. They are a countdown to confrontation, revelation, and divine closure. You are not walking into confusion. You are walking into clarity. And no matter how convincing may sound, No matter how many tears they cry, remember this: truth does not need a performance. Truth stands on its own. And you, beloved, are about to stand in it. If this message resonates with you and you feel moved to support, consider giving a super thanks with contributions of up to $20. Your generosity helps us continue delivering these powerful messages that awaken, guide, and protect. Type "I stand in truth" in the comments if you receive this message. Lesson code 0303 is now active in your timeline. Archangel Michael speaks now with tenderness wrapped in power. Do not fear what's coming. Be still, be rooted, and be unmoved. You are not meant to chase truth. Truth is being brought to you. You are not designed to go to war with words or explanations. You are being led by the divine into a revelation that defends itself. Let this moment be the one where you choose silence over panic, peace over reaction, and posture over proof. The ones who feel exposed by the truth will try to trigger your voice. But Archangel Michael declares, your silence will speak louder than their denial. This is not the time to explain yourself. It is not the time to justify your knowing or argue with confusion. The ones who carry guilt may look for loopholes in your behavior, trying to make you the problem. But you must remember who you are. You are not here to defend your discernment. You are not here to prove what heaven already confirmed. You are here to witness the unfolding, to remain grounded while the false narratives crumble. This is divine theater. The curtain is being pulled back, and your role is not to act. It is to stand. Let your silence become your sword. Let your stillness become your shelter. Archangel Michael has stationed angels around your spirit, and their presence is not decorative, it is defensive. You are surrounded. You are covered. You are protected in this storm of sudden truth. Do not fight what is already falling. Do not run toward voices trying to rewrite the script. Stay grounded in your divine assignment. Heaven does not need your panic. It needs your posture. Because posture activates portals. And the portal opening over you now requires steadiness, not striving. There will be moments in the next few hours when your emotions will rise. You may feel the urge to send a message, confront someone, or clarify what you already know. But resist the urge. Trust divine timing. Trust that the truth that's coming does not need your permission or your performance. It will stand. It will speak. It will shake the ground beneath the ones who held it captive. And when it does, you must be still enough to receive it, not react to it. The enemy thrives on reaction. The Spirit operates in revelation. Remember this: you are not at war with your Father. You are not at war with those who knew and stayed silent. You are in alignment with divine truth. And truth has no enemies except fear. What happened in 2003 does not define you. What's being revealed now is not your failure, it is your freedom. This isn't about blame. It's about breakthrough. You are not being exposed. You are being elevated. And elevation requires silence. Not the silence of fear, but the silence of alignment. The silence of the chosen. The silence of the anointed who don't need to shout to be seen. Let heaven fight for you. Let the angels handle the discomfort. Let the Spirit of truth do what your words never could. The ones who try to control this moment will find themselves powerless against divine order. And you, yes, you, will find yourself protected by divine peace. Stand in your knowing. Stand in your discernment. Stand in your divine inheritance. You don't need to chase the truth. You are the reason it's being revealed. Type "I am protected" in the comments if you receive this message. Blessing code 9111 is now shielding your atmosphere. Archangel Michael now declares with fire in his voice and assurance in his wings, you are no longer who they thought you were. You are no longer who their silence tried to shake. You are no longer the child left wondering why something always felt off, why the warmth never matched the words, why the truth always seemed like it was being edited before it reached you. That version of you, timid, doubtful, hesitant, was never the real you. That was the version created by withheld truth. That was the shadow self forged by the absence of clarity. But now you are rising into the fullness of your name, your knowing, your divine identity. You are rising as the revelation, not the question. The secret your father kept in 2003 is no longer shaping your worth. It no longer owns your confusion. Heaven is reclaiming every year you walked in emotional fog. Every year you questioned your instincts. Every year you made peace with people who gave you pieces of their truth. Archangel Michael says those years are being restored. You are not behind. You are not broken. You are reborn through clarity. You are being reintroduced to yourself. The version of you that they tried to control with omission is being erased. And in its place rises the version crafted by divine truth, clear, bold, unshakable. This is your empowerment. Not loud, not chaotic, but sovereign. Quiet like the sunrise, but unstoppable like the ocean tide. You do not need validation from those who hid the truth. You do not need apologies to reclaim your story. You do not need full confessions to feel whole again. You are whole now. Whole because heaven has declared it. Whole because light has entered your atmosphere. Whole because what was once hidden can no longer block your becoming. Your empowerment does not come from confrontation. It comes from clarity. And clarity has come. They will look at you differently now, not because you've changed, but because they can no longer manipulate the narrative. They can no longer box you into their script. You are not here to protect legacies that tried to contain your voice. You are here to rewrite the legacy, not by revenge but by revelation. You are the one sent to break the pattern. You are the one appointed to end the cycle of hiding, shame, and secrecy. You are not a byproduct of silence. You are a vessel of truth. You are the interruption they never prepared for. You are the rise that their lies can no longer outrun. Archangel Michael wraps you in divine armor now. Not to fight people, but to stand firm in your rebirth. You have survived confusion, abandonment, and emotional gaslighting. And now, heaven makes this proclamation over your soul. You are dangerous to the darkness because you are no longer confused. You see now. You know now. And what you know has set you free. You are no longer seeking permission to be yourself. You are no longer waiting for the people who kept the truth to finally tell it. You are walking forward without waiting. What was meant to break you has only built you. What was meant to delay you has only defined you. What was meant to shatter you has only sharpened you. The storm has cleared, and you now stand in the light of who you truly are, not who they said you were, not who they hoped you'd stay, but who heaven has always seen you as. Let them whisper. Let them worry. Let them wonder how you found your strength. The answer is simple. Truth found you. And once truth finds you, power follows. If this message resonates deeply and you feel moved to help keep these divine words flowing, consider giving a super thanks with contributions of $20. Your support empowers us to continue speaking light into dark places, and it means more than you know. Type I am the rise in the comments if you receive this message. Blessing code 2929 is now crowning your soul with divine power. Archangel Michael now speaks with thunder beneath his voice and divine finality upon his tongue. The moment of release is upon you. The weight that followed you like a shadow, the confusion that sat like fog behind your eyes, the silence that echoed louder than words, these are all dissolving. They are breaking. They are falling from your shoulders like chains you never agreed to wear. Because this is the season of transformation, and the truth that once threatened to destroy you is now becoming the very light that births your breakthrough. In the next few hours, something will shift. Not just around you, but within you. The truth, whatever form it takes, will come not to injure you, but to initiate you. Someone will slip. Someone will confess. Someone will open their mouth not knowing they are the vessel heaven has chosen to deliver clarity. And when that moment arrives, do not brace in fear. Breathe. Stand still. Let the words come, even if they sting. Because the sting is not the enemy. It is the sign. The sign that your deliverance has arrived. The sign that heaven has made good on its promise. The sign that your season of questioning has come to a close. Peace is coming, but not in the package you expected. Peace is coming not as a gentle lullaby, but as a spiritual thunderclap. Loud, undeniable, and irreversible. It will not ask for your permission. It will not wait for your comfort. It will arrive like a flood, clearing everything in its path, and leaving only what is sacred and solid. You do not have to rebuild with those who helped hide what you were meant to know. You do not have to carry guilt for the chaos truth causes. Truth is a fire, yes, but it is also a healer, and you are being healed in layers. Healed through honesty. Healed through exposure. Healed through the unapologetic clarity of heaven. This moment is your final test before elevation. The people who once had the power to disturb your identity are now losing that grip. The situations that once made you question your worth will now confirm it. The stories that were used to shrink you are now unraveling, and from the ashes of their control, your true story rises. Archangel Michael is watching, standing beside you with wings like shields and fire in his eyes. He is not moved by their panic. He is not distracted by their delay. He knows this moment was written into your timeline before time began. You are stepping into divine favor now. Not just the kind that brings blessings, but the kind that rewrites bloodlines. You are stepping into legacy-breaking authority. Your children, and their children, will live differently because you stood in truth. You stood in fire. You stood in silence and strength when others tried to drown you in confusion. But they failed, not because they were weak, but because you were chosen. And what is chosen cannot be cursed. What is chosen cannot be silenced. What is chosen cannot be stopped. Let them look confused when your light doesn't dim. Let them grow restless when you don't bend. Let them wonder how you're still rising when their secrets are breaking around you. The answer is simple. God is with you. Truth is within you. Heaven is backing you. And no storm, no secret, no person can stand in the way of a soul who has embraced divine truth. Your wings are not borrowed. They are built. And now, you are flying in the direction of everything that was delayed. Type "I am transformed" in the comments if you receive this message. Lesson code 4447 is now pouring breakthrough into your future. Archangel Michael now leans in closer, his voice like a sword wrapped in warmth, his presence like fire standing between you and every lie ever told about you. This is the moment you choose alignment. This is the moment you speak what heaven is already echoing over your life. It is not enough to hear a word. You must now respond to it. For heaven does not just move when you're aware. Heaven moves when you agree. You must come into alignment. You must come into spiritual agreement. Because agreement is the language of angels. Agreement is the gateway of breakthrough. Agreement is the fuel that ignites prophecy into manifestation. You are not just a listener. You are a vessel. You are not just a recipient. You are a releaser. When you speak your agreement, the winds shift. The doors open. The light intensifies. That is why the enemy worked so hard to keep you in silence, in shame, in self-doubt. Because silence breaks spiritual movement. But when you say amen, when you type I receive, when you declare I am chosen, you are not just participating, you are positioning. You are showing the Spirit that you are no longer bound by what was hidden in 2003. You are showing the heavens that you are ready to carry what your father was afraid to release. You are not afraid. You are not running. You are not shrinking. You are showing up. Right now, this very second, your future is leaning forward. It is waiting to see what you will declare. It is listening for the echo of your voice in agreement with divine alignment. And Archangel Michael says this: when you type these words, when you speak these phrases, you are marking your territory in the spiritual realm. You are no longer available for confusion. You are no longer positioned under delay. You are no longer chained to generational secrecy. You are a breaker of silence. You are a builder of truth. And heaven is recording your response. The angels are standing by, waiting for the activation of your declaration. Declare it now. Tweak it into the digital sky. Let the world know. You are aligned. You are aware. You are awake. And you are not turning back. This is more than a moment. It is a mantle. A mantle of divine authority now rests on your shoulders. A crown of clarity now sits on your head. And every time you speak in agreement with heaven, you tighten the grip on your destiny. This is not hype. This is not emotionalism. This is holy alignment. That alignment demands action. Take that action now. Your agreement is the announcement of your elevation. You are not what they said. You are not what they feared. You are not what their silence suggested. You are what God spoke. You are what the angels see. You are what the future demands. And the moment you accept this, speak this, and walk in this, you become unstoppable. Yes, you may cry. Yes, you may tremble. Yes, you may feel exposed. But you are not fragile. You are not weak. You are not small. You are a storm wrapped in light. You are a revelation dressed in flesh. You are the child of prophecy, and the truth that once threatened to ruin you is now bowing at your feet. Let them whisper. Let them panic. Let them try to explain what is now beyond their control. You are no longer inside their narrative. You are writing your own. And every word you write is dipped in divine ink. The heavens rejoice at your awakening. The angels sing at your agreement. The Spirit dances at your declaration. You are not a victim. You are the revelation. You are not broken. You are the blessing. You are not waiting. You are rising. So rise, child of the Most High. Rise, breaker of bloodline confusion. Rise, witness of heaven's timing. You are not late. You are not lost. You are right on divine schedule. And the schedule leads to healing, to honor, to wholeness. You were never meant to carry what was hidden. You were meant to reveal what sets generations free. Type I align with heaven in the comments if you receive this final word. Blessing code 0033 is now releasing favor over your next 33 days.